Hi there, my name is Matt Cole, co-producer of the Sexperts podcast, along with my good friend Brian Garrity. Before I begin, I just have a few announcements. First off, a huge thanks to our guest on this episode, Chelsea Pittman of Girl-Prov, the all-female improv comedy show at the Push Comedy Theater. And speaking of which, you can check out me and Brian performing next Friday at 8 p.m. during the short-form Riot Show with the group Apocalypse Wow. It's some short-form improv games. It's going to be a blast. Tickets are $5. Get them online now at Push Comedy Theater. Also, the following night, on Saturday, for $5, you can go to Improvageddon and watch me and my group Monocle defend our title of Improvageddon champions. It's going to be awesome. And also, I'd like to give a huge thanks to our first official, real, non-fictional sponsor, the Norfolk Comedy Festival. It's coming up September 13th through 17th at the Push Comedy Theater. There's going to be a lot of fun local acts, as well as some out-of-town acts who you've never seen before, including the Magic Negro and Other Blackness, the Reformed Whores, and Andy Livengood and his friends from Theater 99 in Charleston. It is going to be so much fun, so get your tickets at norfolkcomedyfestival.com. Without further ado, everything I'm about to hear is made up on the spot, so please enjoy this delightful episode of The Sexperts.
Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. Data to do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
And intro music, and hi there, welcome to The Sexperts. I am your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, CPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydare, and I am proprietor of a new delivery smoothie business where we deliver smoothies to your office.
Absolutely, and I want to hear about that in just a little bit. But for our listeners out there, we are the Sexperts, and we have a combined total of how many years of expertise? I would say
73,
about 73, which is very surprising to most people, which I don't know why. But we're here live at the movie theaters, and we're actually in the back. This is some sort of Meryl Streep movie, which nobody's paying attention to, so we're just going to go ahead and talk through it.
It's just a theater full of people making out.
Meryl Streep really gets the juices flowing. And speaking of juices flowing, I'm going to mention our topic of the day today is, look ma, no hands. The no-handed masturbation technique for males or females. So look ma, no hands.
Exactly what every mom wants to see.
What'd you learn at school today, Johnny? I learned how to jerk off without my hands, mama.
Oh, here's a sticker.
But before we get to that, talk about your a smoothie business.
Yeah, I said delivery smoothie. I meant smoothie delivery.
Wait, was to go over the difference?
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I've been delivering smoothies since 4 a.m.
Wait, smoothie delivery versus delivery smoothie?
Yeah, it was just a misspeak. I deliver smoothies. So you wake up.
Yeah.
You want a smoothie.
Yeah.
You are already running late for work.
Yeah.
So you just bolt out the door.
Yeah.
You get to work. Your stomach's grumbling. We have an app. We have an app.
Where are you from, Delilah?
I'm from here, but I say app like I'm from Wisconsin.
EPP. App.
So anyways, you plug in where you are
Mm-hmm.
and what you want your protein to be and what you want your fruit to be.
Yeah.
And what type of nut milk you want, because we're strictly nut milks. That's actually
no dairy.
The name of our company, Strictly Nut Milks. And then we deliver to you within 20 minutes. And what we do is we have freezers in our cars.
Yeah.
Or coolers, but we're working towards freezers.
Yeah.
And we go to your parking lot. Mm-hmm. You hear the blender.
God.
From your office. You run down, you get it, and your day is made, and my pocket is full.
That's awesome. And you know, it's like, to our listeners out there, it sounds like a really legitimate business, but I have to let you know that you're failing probably because you only accept Bitcoin, which I think is one of your downfalls. But we'll talk about that later. I do want to get into our topic of the day, as well as our guest who is walking up right now. It looks like she has a big bag of popcorn in her hands. And hi there. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello there.
Hello there. Oh, you have an accent.
I do.
Yeah. Who are you?
My Earth name is Marabelle.
Okay.
My actual name, I don't think it exists. The sounds don't exist in the English, or rather the human language. So I just go by Marabelle.
Well,
that's simple.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
To have our first alien life form.
Is that what you're saying? Are you an alien?
I am, actually. I would like to say that is an offensive term.
Gee whiz.
I'm from, but I am not from here.
So we can say it.
I would prefer non-Earthling.
Non-Earthling. Where are you from?
I'm from Neptune, actually.
What's it like there? I've always wondered.
It's rather cold,
Yeah?
but not as cold as people would imagine.
You know, it's kind of weird because, like, I don't want to be, what is it? Not racist or speciest, I guess, because you're from a different planetist.
I am from a different planet.
So planetist. I don't want to be planetist, but you see in movies where, like, as soon as an alien comes down, they automatically have a British accent. But you do have a British accent.
I do. Actually, my accent changes depending on who I'm speaking to and what planet I go to. I tend to pick an accent that, you know, it soothes the people that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And in my research
Yeah.
here in the United States particularly,
Right.
the English accent actually soothes you all very well. So that's the accent that I speak in around you.
I mean, I'm practically falling asleep, so yeah,
I
you're
was gonna
right.
say I missed part of that.
But you say you pick your accent. Is it always English, though? I mean, shoot straight. Does everyone else in the universe speak English, or what?
They do not, actually.
No.
They have different languages. Like in Mars, they speak Martian.
Uh-huh.
On Mercury, they speak temperature.
Wow.
So
That's blowing my mind right there.
That is ironically named language.
So I'm so glad you're here because you can provide a very unique perspective on our topic of the day, which is look ma, no hands, the no-handed masturbation technique.
Let's,
Yeah.
Speaking of no hands,
Yeah.
I was watching a YouTube documentary the other
Yeah.
day about a kid that was born without hands.
Oh, we had nubs, like he had the arms and everything, like
Yeah,
up
it
to the
was-
wrist.
It was and he managed to still get a Division I college basketball scholarship.
that sounds like a remarkable human being.
Oh my
It's
god,
nothing but nubs.
Nubsy! Oh, Nubsy!
Yeah. Well, the documentary is called Nothing But Nubs,
Nothing but nubs.
and he was a point guard.
Oh, wow.
And to see this kid dribble a basketball between his legs with nothing but nubs, it was inspiring.
Nubsy Knowles, which he's related to Beyonce Knowles, which is crazy.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she is a great human being as well. And
She is.
I have to say,
Yeah.
the nubs playing basketball with just his mind, it's one of the things that I love about the human race, really,
Yeah.
is that you guys just have remarkable minds. Like
Is that real?
When I first, when I first came here,
Yeah.
I was just astounded by how many holes are on the human body. Like when I took my Earth form, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much ventilation because there's holes in my ears and my nose and my mouth and my eyeballs, and it was just crazy.
It was like being born. It was like being born again, right?
It was like being born
See, that's why-
again in a disgusting form, but very ventilated.
That's what humans have to go through, because I'm not sure if you're aware of the process. I am very aware of the human gestational process because I'm a certified professional midwife as my, my vocation. But yeah, humans actually, they're like in this like pod sort of thing, kind of open the vaginal or canal or whatever, and then they're born, and then they're like, oh, I got these holes, and they start crying, and they're like, oh,
and
I
they
got
come out of a hole. It's quite remarkable.
There's holes everywhere. You know, I bet probably when like aliens or non-Earthlings
Non-Earthlings,
see
yes.
Earth, they're probably just call this fucking place holes.
The Holy Land.
The Holy
That
Land.
is actually what we call it, the Holy
The
Land.
Holy Land.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It is a joke on other planets as
Yeah.
well. They understand that holy. It's
So it's like knock knock. Who's there? Holes. Holes who? Earth.
pretty much. That's a very popular joke actually amongst school children.
You could be like the Robin Williams of her planet.
We would love to have Earthlings come to other planets, but you guys haven't quite made it there yet.
So popular culture. What do we get right about non-Earthlings? What do we get wrong about non-Earthlings? So I'm talking about E.T., Mork and Mindy. What?
Well, usually y'all make aliens very ugly. E.T. wasn't the most attractive.
True. Robin Williams is a looker, though.
And Robin Williams he has a lot of holes, but I think that probably the closest thing is the movies where you don't actually show non-Earthlings.
So they're just like non-corporeal entities, or?
Exactly.
wow.
We don't really take physical forms in a lot of planets.
Well, thank you for coming on our podcast and taking a physical form, because
of course, it looked very. Nobody would see me.
It's a shame that this is a podcast because our listeners can't see you. We don't have video.
Well, I'm in my Earth form right now as not to frighten people because I know on Earth they have things called ghosts.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
On the weekends, yes.
Yeah, and if I'm just a talking figure, they would be like, oh my God, there's a British ghost, and I'm not even British.
Is that what ghosts are? They're non-Earthlings, like here in...
No, ghosts
are just real.
They're not real, but
Oh.
Earthlings think that, well, some of you think they are.
That's a little condescending, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
After this experience today, I'm completely ruling out ever visiting England. Because I think I'd be in a panic the entire time, not being able to decide who was an Earthling and who was a non-Earthling.
Well, actually, in England, they take on American accents.
Oh, God. They would think I was an alien.
Oh, God.
And put me in a museum.
Non-Earthling. Delilah, please. Non-Earthling.
I'm getting the hang of it. It's kind of like trying to get my...
I'm completely understandable.
Okay, good.
It's a new thing.
Our feeble little minds.
Yeah,
people...
it might take a while to catch on, but...
what have we got it right? You said the non-corporeal. Anything else that we got right about aliens, or
that we're out there.
Yeah,
you know, I think
kind
it's
of like
very
open, liberal.
Yeah, it's like, people are like, oh, the universe is so big, we couldn't possibly be the only ones up here, and we're just sitting there from our other planets, like, yeah, that's right.
Like, duh.
Yeah, but I understand. I mean, you guys haven't found us yet,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like we're a god or something, because you can't see us, but we're out there somewhere.
Well, speaking of getting it right.
Oh, yeah, speaking of good, right. Let's talk a little bit about our topic of the day, which is Look Ma, No Hands, the no-handed masturbation technique.
And speaking of mothers.
Yeah. Are you done with that cherry Coke, by the way?
No, I'm not.
Well, because you haven't offered me any. I bought a large and 2 straws. There's only 1 straw.
I will drink my half and you'll get your half.
I have a question about this cherry Coke that you all have.
Mm-hmm.
I had a taste of it, I have to say, and I was addicted for 4 months.
Oh my God. Does caffeine do something different to you? Like,
I don't know. We don't have it on Neptune, and I was just absolutely like, I do watch anime. We do actually get that up in Neptune. And
for our listeners out there, anime is Japan animation. Yeah, go ahead.
And one of them particularly, Death Note, it's called.
Death Note, yes.
A death god actually loves apples, and it cherry Coke had that same effect on me, where it was like a drug.
Wow.
I may have to start my own cherry Coke delivery business.
I'm just letting you know if your cherry Coke disappears, it was me.
Okay. Well, I wanted to send a message to my mother.
Speaking of Look Ma, No Hands. Yeah.
She's an avid listener.
Okay. Are you serious?
She gets all of her sexpertise from us.
Look.
Mom, I'm tired of you stepping on my dreams. You didn't need to order a smoothie just to dump it out on your parking lot and laugh in my face. I will be charging you for that smoothie, and I will not be coming back to your place of work, the auto center, for anyone until I receive a written apology from you, Mom. Thanks. Thanks for that. This is a little personal note, but
you should try slam poetry, because that could go pretty well.
I'm not speaking to her directly, so the podcast is the only way I can get to her.
It's just a shame. Like you said, you'd charge her extra, but I don't think she has a Bitcoin wallet, so I don't know. Again, like, people want to pay in physical money, or at least credit cards, like something tangible, As a non-Earthling, you can...
I can attest that.
Yeah. What kind of currency do you use?
Yeah,
well, on Neptune, we tend to use posters.
Posters?
Yes, like a poster of Marilyn Monroe, for example, is like the value of a penny here.
Wait, but it's a full-size poster?
Yes.
Oh, God, that must be cumbersome. You have sacks that you carry these things around in?
Dr. John, this is her earthly shape.
Okay.
She might be as big as a building in Neptune.
She's just made out of posters.
Well, no.
Posters are like tiny to them. They're like stamps.
Oh, wow.
That's actually correct.
Oh, my God.
A full-size poster here on Earth is about 10 times larger than a poster on Neptune.
That makes sense, because Neptune is so fucking huge, right?
Exactly. We're much bigger than Earth.
Oh, jeez.
I was actually oppressed when I got here at just the amount of space I was afforded. Just walking around.
You heard a man spreading? That's kind of a thing now.
Oh no!
Like
I
guys
haven't
sit
heard.
down, they take up as much space they can because they're like, oh, like I have such a big dick and balls, like I can't, I gotta, if you see me, I'm spreading out over three chairs right
move
now.
Your foot away from my cherry coke, please.
And I noticed that you had that popcorn there, but you haven't touched it yet. You mind if I?
Oh, I carry around popcorn for good luck. Isn't that what Earthlings do?
Oh no, but it's quirky. That's right. We could start our own like sitcom pilot, like kind of like Mork and Minnie based on your life, and people would think like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's like the next Big Bang Theory, but it's kind of like it'd be more like a documentary sort of thing.
I think so. I think it would definitely go on.
Why-
What is that? Net Blockbusters.
Blockbusters.
Netflix.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Why are you here? Is this a vacation, or is this like a information gathering so you can destroy us? What kind of thing are you doing?
Oh, I'm actually here on work. I am a
Yeah.
microbiologist and I study various life forms, and I have been here for the past year studying humans.
What have you found out?
Mostly good things.
Good. That's optimistic.
High five.
Oh yeah, keep on keeping on.
You guys are remarkably stupid.
Okay.
But-
well, that's.
But you're very kind creatures overall,
Yeah,
and
I would say
then
so.
the ones who aren't so kind, they tend to be more stupid. So
Oh.
the less stupid I found, the more kind.
So, for instance, if your best friend, coworker in the whole wide world wouldn't share a cherry Coke with you, even though he bought it for you, and he has 2 straws available, but you're only using one, and he keeps claiming that he's saving me the bottom half, but it's more like the bottom third.
Listen, you're being petty. Speaking of asking someone why they came here, let's get back to the topic.
Okay, all right. Look ma no hands, the no-handed masturbation technique. And what I have right here is, now this is going to be helpful if you actually put sandpaper around your hands.
No, wait.
Yeah.
I have one more thing about alien life.
I'll go for
Do you
it.
have genders?
Oh, good question.
We have several genders on Neptune.
I knew it.
But if you travel to various planets, they have varying numbers of genders.
Mm-hmm.
I hear on Earth
Yeah.
you started off with 2, but
Yeah.
now y'all are expanding, which
Finally.
I think is brilliant because
Yeah.
we have 374 on Neptune.
374.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
And it's constantly growing.
And is there like certain genders that mix with other genders, or is it all free for all?
It's kind of a
free for all.
free-for-all. There are
Yeah.
some people who are like purists. They're like, I only go with matongatongs. And I'm like, oh, well, you should really broaden your horizons because Charles
yeah.
over there, they really are
God,
great
it's-
lovers.
It's not all about matongatongs, you know?
It's not. I mean, we have
It's like life is more than matongatongs, you know? If you go to the ice cream store and you always order matongatong, well, there's vanilla over there, you know? There's mint over there. It's not all matongatong.
I don't know. That's one way of looking at it. If Matongatong's not broken, they ain't got to fix it.
I agree.
It's a popular Neptunian saying is
It's not, but I'll take it.
I'm anxious to visit Neptune, to be honest with you.
What is Meryl doing on the screen? What is that? What is she doing?
She's in a tub. She's getting up.
No, oh boy.
Oh my God, I've never
That's-
seen a human naked
That's
before.
a lot of streep.
That's a lot of streep. We're on a streaking mission here. All right, so how long have you been staying here? So you're a microbiologist.
Yes, I'm a
finding out a lot
microbiologist.
about. You've been here for a year. When do you think your work is done, or when are you ready to go back?
I could have went back about 6 months ago, but I've really taken a liking to humans, so I've gotten used to the holes, and it's very ventilating.
She's
like-
hooked on cherry coke.
I didn't want to say that, but excuse me.
Are you itching? Oh my god. Oh, you drank my bottom half. Oh god, I'm not.
Well,
I have to buy another cherry Coke.
we do have a lot of different.
What's your favorite hole?
I was going to give her some advice about how to get off her addiction to cherry coke, but we'll talk holes first.
Favorite hole?
My favorite hole happens to be a hole that I don't have, actually, which is kind of disappointing.
Which is
a matongatong hole.
No, I have several of those when I'm back on my home planet.
Oh, God.
But I actually like the holes that are created when people have those big cyst bumps thing, and then they pop them, and then there's like a hole in the middle where like all of the I guess it's a creamy form. I'm not familiar what the Earth term for it is.
Pus.
Oh, is that the Earth term for it?
Pus, yes.
Pus. I love that hole. It is invigorating to look at. And I'm really disappointed that I don't have one. I've went to a few Earth doctors to ask how I can acquire such a bump, and they always look so confused. Like, usually people come to get rid of those.
You can use Dr. John's tried and true method, which is wear the same undershirt for a week.
Well, butthole is mine. That's my favorite hole. So I was just pulling the audience here.
Anyone who's listened to this podcast for longer than a week or two knows your favorite hole.
What's yours, Delilah? Favorite hole?
Well, I like holes that come in multiples of 2.
Yeah, so
I'm probably going to go ear hole.
Yeah, and they're good for listening to podcasts, right?
What about Van Gogh? Wasn't he a painter with only one ear?
Yeah, he still had the hole there.
He started with 2. What you do with your second hole is up to you.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
God, that should be the tagline for our new line of butt plugs. What you do with the second hole, it's up to you. Speaking of which,
eminent domain.
We do want to get to our topic of the day before the movie ends. Oh, actually, the credits are rolling. We actually got a file out here, but so unfortunately, we won't be able to talk about our topic of the day.
I didn't see Clint Eastwood once.
He's the director. That's what he does. So, although he might have been that animated CGI character who looked like an old man. Anyways, we gotta go. It's been so lovely to meet you.
It's been great to be
and
here.
Please, if you ever go back. Please take back kind words to Neptune.
Absolutely.
May all your matongatongs be matongatongi, right?
I agree.
Any last minute words, advice?
As Earthlings, I think you all should really expand your holes. That's just the only thing that I would suggest for the human form is more holes.
Dr. John's butthole extenders.
If there's more holes to be had in Neptune, I'm on my way.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for the Sexperts. I am your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, CPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair. And, Mom, cashew milk is not free, so pay up. You know how to work Bitcoins.
See you sex time.
See you.
Da-da to do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.